Hello, everybody. Good day. Uh, Happy weekend, everybody. Thank God it's Friday. We're here again in the studio for
She's
another beautiful weekend for Upper with us again at Upper Reporters on Talks program where we discuss and give our unbiased and unreserved opinion on issues affecting the social, political, economic welfare of Nigerians across board, connecting Nigerians home and abroad. Today is the 6th day of September 2024, and we're in the studio for our 55th episode or 55th edition. Uh, this is a feat, and we thank. We are happy for such progress. We give all the blessings to the Most High. As usual, there'll be exciting topics. There'll be good topics coming from home and abroad, and there are going to be a lot of deliberations in the house. There's going to be a lot of discussions around us. But first, before I go further, let me introduce myself. My name is Obizo J. I'm going to be your moderator and host. On the other side of my screen, we have the guy himself. Please introduce yourself.
Yeah, my country people, I greet you now. This is not part reporters, our guy host. Don't say make Oga on top. Now him be Oga for the top, because we hear say people want construct road. Then the federal government different amount. We go talk about them. The construction for 1 billion, take government 20 billion. Outright robbery with them appoint position. We will talk about that. We hear people call people tailor, but they work under them for 8 years. You know, so now everybody be. We will talk about that. Now this only show you if you get this kind of gist. Now me, when I picking on a brother, Tony Edo from Japan, by reporters himself. I did strength from Japan, my whole son, Obito J from Texas. They join now. Let's don't near. Now, we got that people for the house. I know what to talk. Boku na like, share, subscribe. Subscribe for YouTube, share for Facebook, follow us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, follow us on Instagram. Make up for live on up the rest people. Oga host, over to you.
Thank you very much, Opa Reporters. Thank you, Tedo, Tony, Peace, World Peace, as you are called on different forums. Yeah, thank you for everything. Thank you for the process, the thoughts, for the orgaship, the Akpata of them all. But thank you for giving us a bit of information about the things that we have seen over on media in the past days. Again, we have other people in the studio. They'll be coming in. They'll be panelists. You'll be hearing their voices later as time goes. But first, let's kick off with the topics for today. They're interesting topics, and some of you that might receive the flyers. It says in-depth analysis of Okpebholo's BBC Pidgin interview. The candidates, I think, the three candidates from so far what I saw, they had interviews with the BBC, and the one that has been trending has been with the APC candidate Okpebholo. That is one. Uhunmwonde and Orhionmwon rally as Obaseki drives PDP campaign. The governor is on his feet. He's campaigning for his successor and his candidate, his party candidate, Aswe Godalo. Yes, the third topic, APC gaining ground, victory likely, says ex-speaker claims. And the APC former speaker has claimed that the APC is gaining ground on the campaign trail, and that they are likely to become victors after the September elections. Olumide, Barrister Olumide Akpata engages Nigerians in diaspora, promise transformative leadership. Yes, like they all do, all the candidates, all the major candidates so far have engaged. When I mean all the major candidates, every candidate is major, but from the three or from certain parties, yes, their candidates have gone to engage Edo, Edo, Nigerians in diaspora, promising great leadership and heavens abound. Well, Olumide Akpata engages Edo in diaspora, promises transformative leadership. That is on the Edo State news. Lastly, there's a bit of breaking news. This came out like 7 to 20 minutes ago, 10 to 20 minutes ago. Appeal Court has dismissed the suit seeking Asue Godalo's disqualification. The PDP are celebrating that the appeal court has dismissed the case, trying to disqualify their candidate from the candidacy. Those are the news coming in from Edo State, but a bit of some from federal. The federal government of Nigeria says they didn't stop 18 years candidates from writing WAEC, NECO, etc. This is coming from the minister, I think the Minister of Education. And lastly, I am ready to take hard decisions to move Nigeria forward. I am ready to take hard decisions to move Nigeria forward. This is a statement coming from the president himself, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He says he's ready to take hard decisions to move Nigeria forward. I think so. These are the headlines for today. Well, first we're breaking it in-depth analysis. We'll give because I have my people in the studio. I know we are going to be expecting more as time goes. Yes, we'll be expecting more people. We'll be expecting more people in the studio. But first, like I always say, I'm not going to pick a topic. I'm going to ask my I'm going to ask Upper Reporters. Upper Reporters, from your heart or from your own desk, give us a topic. Tell us what the latest you have heard and what you would like us to start with.
My people, I agree to now. Like I speak on model Okpebholo voice, the voice where the people should understand. Because I thought of as well with that one for my host, who's already speak English. See, they don't divide the Edo State into two. Yes, I cannot imagine that the only person I cannot believe say this is my life. I got this smart pass somebody for this life. Finally, I can't see a gubernatorial candidate of Edo State with me. I say I smart pass. We openly talk say go bring light come Edo State. They ask him how. Saying go buy transformer, buy pole, they buy wire. Oh, criminal. He say go declare state of emergency on roads. I say how? How you do something? He say go tie road for 10 billion. You go meet federal government, 10 and 20 billion. Outright corruption. And EFCC never say arrest this man. Just like that judge for America, we do live stream. One of the I know case we get that the man they found him not drive and they call on video call to respond to his case. And the guy pick and the guy decide can't drive. On live video. And be this. Okay, man.
Okay, but
I don't know how to say this. I don't know. And everybody was on me. John Bosco. Let me be can do job. Show me let me give a ticket. Everybody was looking for me over the weekend. Where's the party? Where's the party? I mean, without saying it. It's there. These are the people we have. These are the people we have that wants to rule us. It's very sad. Let's say the truth. How can such a man on air for even Pidgin? I never say person with a gaff for Pidgin. You cannot get it wrong with Pidgin.
No, but the sorry, sorry to break. He wasn't even speaking Pidgin. No. The lady was actually Pidgin. He was responding in Queen's English. Yes. He didn't respond in Pidgin English. He was giving correct answers. He was answering in Queen's English. Yeah, my God.
Really?
Papa reporters, you are going to cause a bit of chaos.
No. I'm saying the way I see it.
I hope I will not be attacked for laughing because
I've warned you.
No,
they attacked me for laughing. I don't want to laugh. I'll be sure.
make anybody never laugh yet because you never finish. But again, who comes? Somebody's left. Okay, that man came on air and said so many things I could not believe in my eyes. He said you can never get it wrong in Pidgin English, and yet he got it wrong. So how you think it's not right for? Then it was at the Bay Avenue when he reached there. This is clearly failure from APC. I don't know APC plan. Is their candidate? I haven't against them. If they choose to go with that man, well, may God be their strength. But that man I see. But language is not a determinant factor for a good leadership. Probably if you get there, he will do good, but I don't know. But that is for that. My own brother, the Englishman, that ruled Bury, Edo State Bury, NIFO, and all that big CV. He now knows Oshomen and Taylor for 8 years will be economic chairman for 8 years. Advisor. So we get big degree. Can they do Akata follow Tony Kabaka? That's what it be. See, people just come on air and say anything they like. And if state for be advisor, what does Oshomen do for the state? Use our Metemaro Yibo. The Yibo run away according to Janobi.
No,
Don't know. But in how much I'm blaming Akpata don't speak English. I'm blaming Ighodalo. Where they work follow Taylor as a briber man where they measure the tape. Where they want to take us to two of them. Well, it shouldn't not be about me, because two of them not try. But make I leave out for the other people who did the house. Make the trick map put. Okay, host, thank you. Not my mother, because I'm not being there bit for Ring Road. Of me talk
yeah, thank you, thank you, my God, the top. Yes, you see, topics will always emerge, and there'll be things to discuss. Yes, there were interviews. The senator had an interview, and the juggernaut, the APC PDP candidate too, had his own interview. And I think so. I think in a nutshell, the media which we are a part of, we are still a problem in this, because we go to meet these people and we push their buttons so that they can get into trouble. It is a good one, because we have to know, like I said in the last program, we need to do the KYC, which is know your candidates. We want to see the best of our candidates. We want our candidates to come and talk, come and tell us how funny they can be, how they can handle pressure, and what they can how they can react to rumors and hearsays. Because I was shocked when I heard the barrister, that's why Godalo say call Mr. What's his name? Our senator, a tailor. There's nothing wrong to being a tailor, but politics these days, everybody wants to start punching below the belt.
Yeah, but it was Oshomole that threw the first salvo against him, and the woman asked him.
Yes, they say when we
And
go,
the woman asked him,
when they go low, what do we do?
They've been going low. They've been going low. The man has been not. The guy has been saying anything. They've been going. The lady asked him a question that Oshomole said he has no experience to be governor. That was where he now said, the man that is saying that I don't have experience. What experience did he have before he became a governor? He was a tailor before he became a governor. So me that is now a board.
Before he became governor, he was in NLC.
No, he was a tailor before he became NLC now. So his past experience is tailor. It's not NLC.
Yeah, at least maybe in his early years.
No, but being an NLC chairman is not like an experience or a career. But being a tailor is and he even said that being a tailor
is a skill. It's a great skill.
Yeah, it's a great skill. But he said so. He said being a tailor is not a bad thing. Aswe can decide to become a tailor tomorrow, but Oshomole cannot decide to become a board chairman of Sterling Bank or MBL tomorrow. It's not possible.
Yes.
You understand? So I'm not really taking fault, because the lady asked him that Oshomole said you don't have any experience to become governor. And that's why he replied her and said, what experience did Oshomole have before he became a governor? He was a tailor before he became NLC chairman, a president, and became governor. And that's where, and I will counter World Peace. Aswe did not work for him as a tailor. Aswe worked for him as a sitting governor for the state. So those are two different things.
Yes. It's good. That's when we will discuss on these matters. We need extra clarification and different.
Yeah, because Aswe has never insulted Oshomole since this campaign.
No, he still didn't insult him. He just let us. He just reminded us of Oshomole's position, which wasn't a lie beforehand. Because but I like to ask: does Oshomole sew his clothes? Those the comrade outfits. Does he do? That's a good skill. I wish those are the things. Let me digress a little. The stories where we hear people say the 18 years and below from entering university in Nigeria. Yes, I had this debate. I'm going to, please, you will give me a bit of 2-3 minutes. We had not an argument. We had a table talk on this matter. Some people were very angry about it, and some people actually tried to still reason into it. An 18-year-old person is very young. Is very young. Some people get lucky, they get faster in education. Some people are 16. The environmental scenario for university is quite harsh for a 16-year-old. That was what one of the persons said. That when you are 16 and you get into university, there are tendencies that you make errors, a lot of errors, and you start making your mistakes. You are supposed to learn from other mistakes. So that was where the deliberation came about. And somebody said, before a person turns 18 to go into a university, that it is only proper if the government or the parents or probably the secondary school create some extra year to teach people skills. On the list, tailoring was part of it. It's a hand skill that you can learn and nobody can take away from you.
Look at Sheyi Vodi now. Sheyi Vodi is a millionaire now. He's a tailor.
I'm talking about. I know. There's a man called Mayatafu. Mayatafu was former brand manager of Guinness. Today he left that brand management job and he went into fashion.
Titi Alakija.
Today he does it himself. So you see, it is not a bad thing to become a tailor. Because even Gucci is a tailor.
Of course.
Versace is a tailor. But because they are big names, people can go and buy them for big currencies, but they make clothes and it is a good skill. The acquisition is great. So Oshiomhole is lucky. Although he didn't want to go on that field, he didn't want to be a designer. He rather wanted to, he prefers the mic. Maybe he should have been a newscaster. Well, that's not about me. Thank you guys. We have a lot of people in the studio now. Yes, Mr. John Bosco.
Yes, sir.
I want you to give us your submission on the interview.
No, I beg. Make John Bosco wait. We get APC people here. Not people who are like me. Please borrow me this. IK King News can defend their candidate. IK News. You did there?
Good evening, everybody. From here.
Defend the candidate.
It's been a long time coming to this platform. First of all, thank you for the opportunity. When you say I should defend my candidate, is he in court? Defend him in what regard, sir?
He say he go tie road for 11 billion, tell the federal government 20 billion. What can you say about it?
Okay. You see, many a times, yesterday I watched that video and some persons reached out to me. They were trying to make a funny meaning out of that statement. When I mean make a funny meaning out of that statement, it's just like people trying to twist that narrative. For example, he was asked, what will he do in addressing the state of federal road in Edo State? And he said the federal government should, or the federal government has everything it takes to make the federal road motorable. Only that it is the state, it is the people residing in the state that make use of that road. And he, as a governor, if he comes into office as a governor, he can fix federal government road and give them a higher estimate of the road. Now, it is not in the place of the federal government. If you don't want to get extra cost from the repair of the federal road, why don't you just do it to save yourself the drama? But a lot of people want to twist the narrative to say, oh, he has a criminal mindset or what have you. Let's take, for example, I know that if I take a bus from St. Saviour Junction to Ring Road, I can buy a leather bed by myself for 100 naira. And I am feeling too busy. Then I have to send somebody. The person told me that, oh, I got to Ring Road. The bed I saw, they said it's 500. It is my own laziness. It is my own negligence that incurred that more cost on me. So for me to avoid being given more expenses to pay, I will do the needful as at the time I should do it. If the federal government does not want the state to incur more cost on them, why can't they do the needful for the people of the state? Now, don't forget, he was not asked if he's going to influence or if he's going to draw the attention of the federal government to the road. He was talking about a pragmatic and an immediate solution to that problem, because the reality is this: we cannot deny the fact that the present administration have not called on the federal government. We cannot deny the fact that the people of the state have not made videos upon videos to cry and call on the federal government. Now that the federal government is not listening to the cry of the people, then action should be taken, and the burden of the cost will be put on federal government. And whoever that wants to criticize him for saying so, the person does not mean well for the people of Edo State. The person does not consider the lives that have been lost in that road because of the failed portions of on those roads. Is it not better that federal government pay higher than we keep losing people on that road? So let's not twist the narrative. Thank you, sir.
Yes, thank you very much. Please,
please, can I observe, sir?
No.
I just have a question.
Okay. Yes, you please keep your question, because IK King, I like how you have come to defend what Opa has said. But our two questions.
J, please.
I have a question.
No, I don't have a question. Please, can I don't know the way you call people out to speak, because if you can just follow the names around, it will be better because people will speak up to 3 times, 4 times. Somebody will be here, can't say anything.
Williams.
Okay, it's true.
Yeah.
I understand,
Okay.
I understand your plight, but we will
Yeah.
do the needful. Just relax.
Yes,
Yeah,
Williams,
because the last time I was also here, it was the same thing. Somebody was just talking, so I have to leave.
Sorry, Williams. Okay, what we'll do,
Let's just follow the name.
yes, we'll follow. I'll try as much as possible to follow the name, and I know. Okay, we'll follow the name. Let's not wait. I will not want to waste time, and I don't want to forget. IK King, we have 2 things. I want to ask you. First of all, this explanation you have given to us. Is it? Did you get it from your candidate, or you are just helping us to reconstruct what he said, or what you believe he said? That's number one. Then, secondly, the senator is in a committee. Do you know the committee that he chairs at the House, Senate House? Because if you give us that kind of explanation and you tell us it's on the negligence of, you are telling, then you used an example of going to buy belts on forgery and theft, or forgery and embezzlement, or increasing cost, and you want to say it's on somebody's negligence. Will you applaud a relative? I don't want to be not disrespect. Will you applaud a child that does such an act? Those 2 questions I want you to answer, please, briefly, Mr. IK King.
Okay. The first question was if I am trying to, construct what he said yesterday, or I heard it from him. Now, when we speak or when we talk to people, the recipient of whatsoever information we are giving out make different meaning from it, depending on the perspective they view it from. For example, I am, giving my own opinion in respect to what he said based on the general statement, not a little point where some people are trying to misconstruct, saying that he said he will do road for 10 million and ask the federal government to pay 20 million, for example. That is just a little part of it. But when you listen to the entire statement, you will make more meaning out of it. It is only mischief that will make somebody to just take a little portion of somebody's statement and start making, some kind of narrative out of it. Just like some people would want to use a message that is being preached by a pastor, maybe a little portion of it, to chase social media clout or to cause confusion in any social media platform. But if you really want to know, the in-depth of that conversation, then you listen to the full statement. You cannot just use a little portion of a statement to judge somebody. Otherwise, you are taking the person out of context. Okay, now you ask another question that if I would applaud a child on forgery or theft or what have you. First, in this context of conversation, this has nothing to do with a child. For example, this is a federal road. Then 2, the country in question has a government at the federal level, which has the Ministry of Works. Minister of Works is there that represent the federal government. And this is a problem that the people have been facing for over 8 to 10 years now. And people are losing their lives by the day. And I now ask the question, is it not better that we lose money than we lose lives? Are we going to applaud? Okay, we should be applauding the government for giving an excuse. Bear with us, this is a federal road, and a pregnant woman lost her life because she was not being able to get to the hospital. A man that left his family at home saying he's going to work lost his life because of the fake portion of the road. He had an accident and died. The life of the road users are not safe. Then we are talking about theft. We are talking about money. Let's be reasonable. Just let's be reasonable. So thank you.
Okay, thank you. I'm not going to ask further because other people have questions. You have not. You didn't. I will not. I'll get back to you on that. Epa Gariba and Mr. Oster have questions. I'll use it alphabetically. Epa Gariba, Gariba E, Oster O. Epa Gariba, please give your question to IK King so he can give us answer.
Sorry, Mr. Host. I just day very tired about the explanation. I not feel ask. I not feel ask. I don't want cause a problem here. I better make the other man.
Don't make me laugh.
These are our youths. You know, we went down old with the thing they pay me for the whole body just these are our youths. So when
Okay.
Joe Biden made a lot of gaffes, and the Democratic Party said we don't think you can continue. So if we want the country to be good, we have to be fair, both to
okay. I would
and the other person. So everybody
okay, I will take your time on that, but let's go to Osa first before I come again to back to Mr. Kings. Mr. Osa, please.
Yeah, Mr. J. No, you already asked the question I wanted to ask. I wanted to ask him if that was Berolo's explanation or how he got that explanation.
Oh, okay,
but again,
okay.
like we know opinion, we all have opinions. So that's his own opinion on what he said. So it's fine. He's not on he's not on the hot seat, so we shouldn't interrogate him.
Yes, Mr. No, but I like it because it's not like I'm going after Mr. King. I like to say, Mr. King, in all due respect, I'm not disrespecting you, but you have not explained anything that has resonated with us. Because I asked you a simple question: if you have to come to TV, you're not. It's not a view for under 18, or it's not PG rated. Anybody can see that post, and you are telling us as a senator that you are in a chair. You chair a committee of procurement. That means probably you help to buy things, and you are telling us that you are going to make for instance, a phone that costs 10 naira. Because you are being in charge of it, you are going to go and buy it for 20 naira and tell the government. Then you are giving us an example of a pregnant lady. You have put fraud, you have put falsification, you have put lies in it just because you want a pregnant lady to go further. It's like buying a plane, a jet plane for presidency for 10 billion. And you say it's $30 billion. Does that make it, does that justify anything? The answer is no, whether we like it or not. If a human being comes out, if he makes errors, it is understandable that we are humans, even machines make error. But coming to justify it, to tell people that it is based on interpretation, that is quite confusing. Because we all knew what the brother said. It doesn't take away anything from him. He has achieved, he's a senator, and we respect him as the APC candidate. Whether we like it or not, he will have supporters, and his name is on the ballot. Nothing's going to change that. But when he goes on the wrong track, we will say, excuse me, sir, you're on the wrong track. You're standing on ice. Or whatever you said is not right. His statement is to me politics. It's politics. But when we start saying some people interpreted it wrong, or some people interpreted it like a Bible, like it's like saying Jesus wept. There's no other interpretation to it.
Sir, you see, let me tell you, like I said before, based on your opinion, you may think he is not correct. You may think he is trying to be fraudulent or what have you. You are entitled to your opinion as a recipient of that information. But for me, the meaning I can make out of it is what I told you now, and I'm not imposing it on anybody to agree with me or not. This is my own opinion, and I stand by it anytime, any day. But what I'm interested about is let the road in Edo be fixed. Even if they fix it for 100 billion, let's save the life of Edo people that are losing their life on that road on a daily basis, because life is worth more than any money. For a matter of fact, Senator Okpebholo lost a police officer due to the gun battle that happened somewhere. Even if they give the family 100 billion, somebody will don't die. So let's not overemphasize this issue, trying to make it like he's being fraudulent simply because he's in procurement or what have you. The thing here is he has assured the people that they will do the road. And the cost, whatever it will cost them to do that road, my own interest is let that road be fixed and let Edo people have the benefit of it. It's as simple as that.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. I want to ask you the last one before we go further to other people. So, if he doesn't win, does that mean the road will not be fixed?
If he what?
If he doesn't win, I'm not saying he's not going to win. I said if another person wins, will the road remain like that? Is it the guarantee that when he wins, that's when the road will be fixed? Or why can't he's a senator now? Him and his comrade, they are senators. They have powers to fix roads. They are senate. They represent a certain constituency, and in fact, they represent Edo State. Why are they waiting for them to get into power before they work on the road? Why can't the road be worked upon now that they are senators and they have the mantle of power in their hands?
Okay, you just said if he doesn't win, whether the road cannot be fixed. You see, Senator Okpebholo is not God Almighty that has the power to save the world. You understand? Whether he wins or not, the road would be fixed because Timaya said the world can do without the best. That means to say, if he was not even on the ballot in this election, another person would have still come on board to have an idea on how to fix that road. But my own standpoint is this. He has given his own idea, his own opinion on what he feels should be the best thing to do to salvage the situation of that failed portion of the federal roads across Edo State. We are not citing one road now as an example, the federal road in Edo State generally. So he has come up with his own idea on what he feels he can do to salvage the situation so that Edo people can have a relief of that bad road that is becoming a problem in Edo. So that is his own idea. And if he comes on board and he implements it and the people are seeing the benefit of that road, nobody will ask how much they take do one. Take it from me.
Good. I said two things. I said if he comes on board or doesn't come on board. Now, I said he's a senator. Does he have to become governor to make an impact on the road repair? He's a senator. Right. Yes, he's right now. A senator, we don't need senators' opinions. We don't need senators' ideas. We need senators to make action so that things can work.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is why can't the impact be made? Why can't he work as a senator or make this impact? Then it can be used to campaign a future for to become governor or president or whatever.
Okay.
Why does he have to be senator now, do nothing, then want to be governor to do something?
That's now let us just go back a little. You see, when they gave him the ticket as the APC flag bearer, there was a video circulating as at that time where he made a statement saying that himself and Comrade Ochomole went to the president and they told the president that, sir, we don't have anything to campaign with in Edo. Please, let attention be paid to the Benin-Auchi Expressway so that we can tell Edo people that we are ready to work for them. And the president, in his own wisdom, gave them the liberty to make inquiry on what it will take for that road to be fixed. And they, Senator Oshomole and Akpakomiza, went to Boa Cement Company and they have an agreement with Boa Cement. Since that time that they have that agreement, that Boa Cement began to do some maintenance on that road. When was the last time you saw videos from Ekpo Mahazis saying that trucks have been there for days, hours, and time? Even as we speak, they are still working there. They are not just doing a palliative work, so to speak. They are doing a permanent job. So as we speak now, they are using their office as senators to address that road because they represent that constituency. Oshomole is from the Edo North houses, while Senator Okpebholo is from the Edo Central houses. And when you go there, that road that was not passable before, people are using it now, and they are, perfecting the job as the day goes by. So they are doing the needful already.
Okay.
As we can speak.
Oh, yes, and they started the needful. Immediately they realized he was a candidate. So upon 1 year before now, or when, let's say 4 or 5 months ago, that was when he emerged as candidate. 8 months ago, he didn't care.
Okay, now you see, this show is not about me. Let me just say this so that other
Exactly.
people can contribute.
I'm sorry that I'm asking you this question because you are not the
I
senator.
know, but the reason
But
why I'm saying
I like
the
the way
reason
you
why I'm
give
saying
it.
so is because other people have to speak. Now, let's not forget when Senator Okpebholo was sworn in as the senator, one of the complaint or one of the motion he raised in the Senate House was about the deplorable road in Edo Central generally. The video is there. He mentioned the Bini Auchi road. He mentioned some road in communities, villages around Edo Central. Whoever need the video, you can send me a DM. I will send you the. In short, go to YouTube, type Modi Okpebholo speaking at the Senate. You will see the video there. He listed out everything, even the gully erosion that the people in this area they are facing, Opoji, all those places. He made mention of those. He mentioned them by their name and by their description, pointing it clear to the government that these are areas that need attention. Even the people that lost their life because of erosion, people that lost their life because water swept their houses away and what have you, he put everything in that bulletin where he was, addressing that issue before the Senate. And since that time till maybe when he contested for the primary election, he has been talking about it. He has been talking about it. But now, let's not forget the nature of the country we are. Nigeria is a country that many at times we like to do things with fire brigade approach. We are not a country that, that are always proactive in doing things. So they say you use what you have to get what you want. Like I said before, my own interest is let the road be fixed. The process with which that development comes does not really matter. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Mr. King, you're not on the hot seat. I apologize for all the questions being, but I like the fact that you are trying to educate us on certain matters. Yes, that's why my questions came on, and I don't want it to continue to you because there are other people in the studio with us, and this is not the only topic for the day. But I thank you for giving us your submission. I thank you for giving us what is good is good. So if a man comes to say, yes, I will kill him because he ate my food, you have to let him know killing is not good. It's not because he ate your food, you have to kill him. Let us just the reason I'm using this, the candidate here has said, let us, I'm not going further back and forth, but it's okay. I appreciate your submission. Thank you very much, Mr. Kings. Yes, okay, we have Mr. Williams in the studio. Okay, we have Mr. Tupo's hands up. Mr. Tupo, before you talk, we have a caller. Caller, please tell us your name and where you're calling from and give us your submission. 2 minutes. Yeah, good evening. Jonah. Yeah, Jonah. Yes, how are you today?
I would thank God.
Yes, give us your submission. 2 minutes.
Yeah, well, I'm very happy to follow you guys on this Opera Reporter show. What I want to say in respect of what Akpata said concerning federal road. One thing is that I would just want the analysts to understand that it's not only this Opera Reporter, it's worldwide. Everybody they are watching Opera Reporters. And anything that go out in the media, everybody is seeing it. So if somebody to come and defend what somebody said, for me it's very, very painful. Anyway, for me, I'm a grandfather anyway. So when I say the way some of talking concerning what is going wrong or what is going Nigeria. Just so this guy make who forgot what happened, what made the federal government to stop all state governors not to fix federal roads. Because it's attitude. So what are we saying? What are we defending? You know, it's like if you belong to any political party, or rather to any society, it doesn't mean that when the society or the political party is going wrong, you have to come to say the truth. Everybody is watching. Now, this man have told us that anything is fair to influence the price. That is what he have already told us. Not even about the federal road now. The state is 200 million. That's it. So there's no way for you to come and bend your own understanding or other people understanding. We are watching, we are looking. Everybody is like I said before. A lot of us are watching here. You know, it's worldwide, likewise other medias. So when somebody comes to media to come and say something that is clear for everybody to hear it, then I don't well, maybe it's working for us for some pocket, but that does not mean that it should deceive you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Jonah from Hamburg. Mr. Jonah, I know it's you, but all the time you call, I always want you to introduce yourself to other people. And Mr. Jonah has given us his submission, but I'm not going to deliberate on that yet. Thank you, Mr. Jonah. Thank you for giving us your thoughts. Thank you for giving us your own interpretation to what the senator has said. Now we have Mr. Tupo. Mr. Tupo, your hand is up. Can you please unmute yourself and give us your submission? Mr. Tupo, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. How are you doing today?
Great. We thank God.
Yes.
Everything is fine. So I'm happy. Nice submission so far. But before I proceed, let me just say, it's not that as if I'm trying to correct you, but you know, when you try to actually tell a king that his submission about Okpebholo's interview was confusing us, I think it's unfair to him, because he actually tried to put it to the house that it needs to be holistic for you to understand what somebody is saying. But that aside, I will appreciate like a king and applaud him for his resilience. Even when you try to puncture holes inside his statements, he was firm and was able to get the message across. I know it might not be pleasing to you and some others, but that's the reality. However, I will also appreciate Epa Egariva, our leader in the house. We are happy always to hear from his wealth of experience. Nevertheless, the job his generation failed to do that would have saved the country from total collapse, I believe they left it and ran away. So the youth now are saddled with this responsibility to rewrite the wrongs. So you should not blame us. You know, so that's on one side. So, but as regards the statement, which I believe is what is causing problems, you know, when people take out clips from something and use it as a narrative, which we have seen prevalent in this electioneering process, it always boils down to the ones that have to do with the APC candidate. So I think there's a whole lot of people there who are working tirelessly to, you know, screen grab some kind of statements and then send it to the public, and then different narratives are said about it. But if it was if the reverse was the case, it would have been everybody would keep mute. This brings me to the Pidgin English clip of Barrister Aswe Godalo, where he actually was asked a question about what he needed to say about what Oshiomhole said about him. And I saw they posted the clip and people were praising him that he finished Oshiomhole. But it was so unfortunate that if it was Okpebholo who had made that statement, it would have been tagged discriminatory, in the sense that he placed himself with his description as him up and Oshiomhole a tailor. It's rather unfortunate that the mentality is that Oshiomhole being a tailor means he's a ragtag, stupid, poor, no intelligence man. But you and I know that Versace is a tailor. But because of the way he has constantly put us to believe that, everything he's saying is so right, we are not able to even know that was the direct insult to people who are using their hands to work, both the artisans, welders, tailors, and all. You cannot describe yourself as high and mighty over those people and call them mere tailor. A mere tailor who successfully grew in the ranks to even lead a governorship and carried you as a team member, you call him a mere tailor. So you see, the discriminatory actions of our so-called leaders is a clear mindset that they are not ready to help the poor. They just know that we are down there and we must remain down there to serve them. So if people don't even see those ones and try to now punch all holes in what Okpebholo said as to how he's going to help get the road done in this, then we need to be preparing for worse days ahead. So that's on that side. But if I want to go further and stress on the road where you try to punch all lines on what Okpebholo said, you should first and foremost ask yourself, because I know your statement was that anybody can come in and fix the road. So I believe PDP is in power. So if they wanted to fix the road, they should have fixed the road. So it's not like anybody can come in and fix the road. Now, if you go by that statement, you have to understand the economic importance of that road. The economic importance of that road means that if that road is good and proper, safe, then it will boost the economy of the state. So if you're an economy advisor to a governor, it means that your first port of call is to first block or try to advise on things that will help boost the economy of the state, especially when it opens your senatorial district to the floodgates of Nigeria. So if you first and foremost, as an economic, charity begins at home. So when you think of the position of your senatorial district and the bad road that makes it inaccessible, your first port of call is to advise on the importance of that road and to find ways by which the government and federal government can come in partly to do it. So if I want to even, so that's so maybe we should think about it and then understand better. But if I want to say, I'm not vindicating on the Senator Monday, but I think he just became a senator barely 6 months before that statements came. So some people have been in the Senate for 10 years, 15 years. I know the senator he took over from was there for 8 years. So if he has initiated that step in his first 6 months, it should be applauded, So let us not stress it too much. So I think that's where I just wanted to submit.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chupo. You're a great guy. I like the way you break it down. You break it down like a true politician. Although
I don't break it down like a true politician. I make my submission based on my understanding.
You break it down like a true
I'm not a politician. I've never been paid by politics.
No, okay, yes. Okay, let's just say
corporate world.
No, like a true APC. Like a true APC.
No, I want to say analytically, because now you have come in a very smooth way. You have, hit on the moderator, hit on the Pai Gariba, you're just hitting everybody in a
No,
very...
I didn't hit on the Pai Gariba. I expect you to understand what we are faced with right now.
You hit me with style. You hit me.
Yeah, we start. You say yes, that the generation ran away. They are there.
If probably they had fixed all these issues, maybe we would have been living in Eldorado. So we are now saddled with the responsibility of fixing
How many years are taking you when my generation fail?
Well, that's my own understanding of the situation.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, you have done it. You have done it right. You have done it right. Well, please hold on. You have done it right. I guess I appreciate your submission. This is it. We come here. We are brothers, and we give our submission. We tell the way it is. It is not me versus Tupo, or me versus Kings, or Kings versus we, or A versus B. We are all on the same side, but we are giving our own opinion. And what we say, giving our opinion is based on how we see it, how we believe in it, and what we think can be the best for our state. Then you use the word resilient. Resilience for Mr. King, yes, he tried, but you should tell me the word you should have used is bravery, because coming out to defend some certain things, to me, I wouldn't. Yeah, resilience, trying to stand tall in hard conditions, yes, but bravery.
Mr. Moderator,
Mr. King is brave, and I appreciate him for that.
People's hands are up, but I know they will speak, but you cannot say he is brave because he's not in power, neither is Okpebholo the governor. So
no.
This is mere submissions that we can all make.
I'm not disrespecting him, because don't print it as a don't print it. It's not just him. Even you are brave. I think you are the brave guy.
No, I'm Nigerian who believes that Nigeria must work for Nigerians, not for the elite.
Yes, but we cannot be doing the same thing.
Both the tailors must work for both the welders and work for the bankers as well as the carpenters. That's what I believe.
Yes, and if you were going forward, if you were here maybe earlier, you made an example that I made earlier, that Gucci or Versace, they are tailors. So the talk about him calling Orhionmwonde I don't know if he used the word mare, as in Mare, I don't know, but you said he called Orhionmwonde a tailor, which I applauded, because it's a skill, it's a gift. If Orhionmwonde is a tailor, it's a gift. If I was Orhionmwonde, no. If I'm Orhionmwonde, I will still have my clothing line as a senator. But probably it doesn't bring the big box like he would want. They prefer oil to tailoring, or they prefer the sharing they prefer the increment of logistics. When you buy this phone 10,000, you take it to government and say it's 1 million. Maybe that's how they all prefer. That's why they are all into politics. But it's okay. I thank you for your submission. Let's go to the next person. We have Mr. Williams. Okay, no, sorry. Before Mr. Williams, there's a caller. There's a caller here. Please, caller, say your name and tell us where you're calling from. Then give us your submission. 2 minutes.
Yeah, good afternoon, everybody on the panel. Our esteemed audience across the globe. I love my heart for you all. I thank you for your good job. I just want to say I was on the panel before, but I got some technical issues, so trying to come back, but the platform is full already. I will wait till I have opportunity. But I like the way the host, started at the beginning. I think when most of us came here earlier at the beginning of this whole thing, it was looking as if we had a personal hatred for the person of Okpebholo. Far be it from that, it doesn't call for personal hatred. It is obvious, it is clear, it is obvious to everybody. It's clear to the client, and what you want to be deaf, that is not the kind of material you want to handle by Edo State. Even if you say Obaseki has messed up, no matter how you quote and unquote, this guy is a bad guy. I mean, it will be 100% backwardness to look at somebody like Okpebholo. I mean, if you say Obaseki was bad, we should be talking of a better alternative, not going back to Okpebholo's, So I like the way the host today was able to pinpoint what we have been saying, and somebody like Okpebholo There's two things. Somebody like Okpebholo who can sign up for Edo State without knowing what he's doing. There's no sincere mistake. You can be trying to be doing the right thing. You mean well, but you can make mistake along the line. If you realize you made mistake, you come back and correct them. There's another thing different from when you're doing the wrong thing, you feel you are doing the right thing. You keep doing it because you don't see anything wrong with what you are doing. I mean, Okpebholo will be a disgrace at home and abroad. You know, it will be a disgrace and embarrassment to other people in the committee of friends, in the committee of other governors in Nigeria and outside Nigeria. I mean, it's a disgrace. So I've been waiting since I woke up since 6 a.m. today now. He had an appointment with, if you cannot go to Arise, you can't go to China, you can't go to upper reporters because you feel, you know, we are too small for you. TTC, his father's own, his godfather's own. I've been waiting for Okpebholo since it was scheduled for 6:30. As I speak to you now, Okpebholo is somewhere to be fine. You feel I'm joking. Just go there and see Edo 2024. They're supposed to have a live telecast with Okpebholo. As I speak to you, he's not there. He's the kind of person we want to win. It's appalling, it's disgusting. It's disappointing and disheartening for us to be talking here. Somebody that spoke like to both just accuse the of his generation failing to do what he's supposed to do. That's how we are. What we are. The way he's going is even more than what I can name it. You see black, you call it white. You see white, you call it black. Someone like this. I don't blame you for being a politician. No. But when you want to play politics, I mean, you correct us enough to see the truth. When you see the truth, say it the way it is. You blame me and another person for not correcting what is supposed to be their generation. What you are doing is even worse. Yeah. If you had the business you wanted to, you needed a manager. Would you appoint a Okpebholo after interview? Or if you call him for interview, just to show up. And if you hear look at the CV, look at his curriculum, the document he submitted to INEC. Just the his name. Not to write me back. Apart from what he submitted. Look at what is coming out from the man. The man might be a very nice man. If there's anybody closer to me among them, it's even Okpebholo. Can that because of my ethnic conspicuity or closeness? He's talking of what he doesn't have. He cannot give what he doesn't have. He cannot do something or nothing. Okpebholo is empty and is literally backward. I mean, to handle it. It's not because he's bad. He doesn't have it. He cannot handle it. Putting a governor of the state is more than putting Rose and the Brit. It's like the weekend was doing. That's not to sit there and use your number 6. You look at issues. Look at what they wanted to take on the academic leader.
Who's the put the speaker on time?
He needed to use his experience in what he has upstairs to decide. Do we go for this operation or not? Yeah, but it's more than Tiny Road. Not Okpebholo is an embarrassment. He will be an embarrassment to Edo State. So it's not something we should allow.
Mr. Mori, 20. Okay, thank you very much. 20. I was giving you 20 seconds. Thank you. He was actually in the studio. He's Mr. Mori in the studio, and he had a technical issue. Thank you, Mr. Mori. I know we time our callers.
Sorry, moderator. The caller is obviously insulting somebody, and you didn't see anything wrong in it. To call it to order.
Who did he insult, please?
You see the kind of language he's using on the statement of Edo because he cannot. He sees something wrong. We should mind our word now. If he's not running for governor, can he use such words in the person of Okpebholo?
I think it's because he's a caller. He's not a panelist. He's a caller. So I think
no, but
they will say on your platform.
Yes, I like to caution.
He's a caller. Anybody can.
No. It doesn't matter if he's a caller. And I like to caution people, but I like to know the exact words that he used. If maybe I was
not
going to make.
Not the
what did the caller say wrong? What did the caller say? Yeah.
He said he's not fit to be a governor. That is what he said. That is what I heard.
Is that wrong? If a
I don't know what you're saying.
Mr. William, if you come to say I am not fit to be a moderator, Is it wrong?
obviously for
all the
but
insult they have insulted Obaseki, they
No,
died.
no. I am not.
Come on now.
Guys, let's take it easy. No, let's take it easy, please. Let's take it easy, please. We are gentlemen.
Can I say
I'm sorry,
something?
sir. Mr. Host,
Please, it's my turn. It's my
he
turn to
equally
speak.
said,
Please,
yes,
it's my
to be
turn
your
to
turn,
speak.
sir. Sorry, sir. Sorry, sir. He equally said that Obaseki messed up, that we need a better person. And this person that's observing never talked about the way he said Obaseki messed up. He spoke about the two of them. That's my observation.
Thank you. See, we can. I know we try to
the
lead.
language, sort of words that you as moderator should say, no, please don't use that kind of such
No,
words and words.
No, you are here. He's not like the guy. The man is not. What word did he say? No. Tell me what word he said. Let me not say what I'm not supposed to say. What word did he say? Be a man, say it. Tell me.
I should repeat the word.
Yes, repeat the word that he said. I can go back to YouTube
No,
and repeat. Tell me what that he said.
on the platform that people will listen to.
No. Young man, okay. I'm not calling you young man. I'm not disrespectful to anybody. But guys, and you don't use sentiments on especially me. You're telling me that I allowed him to talk and say, what word? Is it English? Bring it down. Bring it on. What word did he use? You can't even tell me what he used because you didn't like what he said about the man.
Because the man is talking about is an Edo man. He's an Edo man. He knows politics.
Oshomole is an Edo man. Oshomole was talked about maybe
Okpebholo is mentally backward.
So what are you saying?
He knows that
a man gives a submission that is okay.
Moderator, please, there are other people in the house. Please.
You did not say anything wrong.
No need to be biased. Let's
move away from that. Let's move away from that. So we can have this conversation.
Osawaru, you are supposed to tell us what's on ground because Osawaru just flew to Nigeria to campaign. He's on campaign ground right now.
Forget about sentiments. There's no need for sentiments here.
Tell us what's on ground.
No need. You cannot even tell me what the man said. What the man said. Osawaru, before I get to you, there are people on the list. Let Mr. Williams speak, please. Osawaru, don't go anywhere. I'll find you where you will call here today. Okay, I'm waiting. Let Mr. Williams speak, then we'll go to you. Mr. William, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, give us your submission. And please, don't use wrong words for anybody. Please.
And please don't time me because people speak for almost like 20 minutes here. So that was what I was saying. Please, I said before, let's take it turn by turn. Give 3 minutes to each person. Don't do one person speaking for like 20 minutes or 30 minutes. You keep asking the same person questions. No, you make a submission. The next person will go over it. After everybody has spoken, then we can start asking each and every one questions. You understand? Because this program is almost like an hour now. Only 2 or 3 people have been speaking things in this place. So let's keep to time. If it's 3 minutes, have your 3 minutes. Sometimes I come in and I'm just here and maybe like 30, 40 minutes. The 2 persons have just been saying almost the same thing. Then I will leave. You understand? So I'm almost spent more than an hour now. So it's now only 2 or 3 people have been speaking things. So let me use my 3 minutes. I'll give myself 3 minutes. It's as simple as that. I think the topic I saw in before I come in was let me start by saying I watched the 3 interview between Okpebholo to the BBC Pidgin, Akpata, and whatever. What's the other one name? I watched the 3 of them. I watched it live. So I think one. I don't want to measure anybody in it, but somebody spoke that they said Oshomole is a tailor. Yes, that thing he said that Oshomole is a tailor was a specific answer to a specific question, which he said the lady asked Aswen Godaro, say, Oshomole said you are not electable. That was the question. They now make a difference, say, oh, Oshomole that is a tailor was elected as a governor. Talk less of him that is a barrister. So that was why that statement came in. So if we want to talk about that statement, before you speak, go and watch that video.
Watch it very well before you start condemning the statement. He did not just say Taylor is bad. No, because of the question that is not electable. That was why that statement came into. That might be so decent in the campaign. He has not used a foul language against Oshomole. He has not used, he has even cautioned a lot of people not to use foul language. You understand? It's not that our person that uses foul language. In coming to Okpebholo, have you watched the video Asha Yusuf is talking about that they asked Okpebholo how will he solve the problem of electricity? He said he will bring transformer and electric pole. The electricity is solved. So I don't. My brother and if anybody want to speak about people that are being paid to speak, you see them defending some kind of undefendable statement. Sometimes it's very painful. Look, not that if APC has brought out somebody like Clemagba, we will not be where we are today. Nobody will be saying this man is not. He cannot represent us. Nobody will say that. He has a good heart, but he cannot. It is not. Look at the people that are supporting this man. It's mainly Bini. Mani here does support him. If where must the leaders in his own place, it's only one or two persons that are supporting him. Let call his play. They say if he make a wrong statement, let us say he make a wrong statement. It may be a mistake. Well, if he interview, sit down and listen to that interview for God's sake. I, I won't, if I'm Bini, I won't vote. I won't vote. I'm not a party man. I always vote for a competent. I always choose the best among the best. I say, oh, this one will be good. We are saying Obaseki is not good. Obaseki is not good. They want to bring somebody that will be controlled by other people that is around him. Mama, we are bigger than that now. Edo is bigger than that. Let's call it. Let us think deep. If APC are giving us for a credible candidate, nobody will be saying this. We will not be so embarrassed like this. The field will be open. They're even making a choice. Defending anybody will not be that difficult. I had different one. You will not be making no. You defend that person even if you are not paid. People that are defending are the people that are being paid. It's as simple as that. I rest my case. Next person.
Thank you very much, Mr. Williams. We have Mr. Uyi next, but before we go to Mr. Uyi, somebody wants to respond to you. And we start by Ike King.
Moderator, please. Moderator, please. Moderator.
We are going back to that same person again. Let's
see, bros, we are all here together. We are please. If let's everybody will talk. Okay, let us go to Mr. Uyi. Mr. Uyi, are you there?
Simple. Let's just go.
Okay, let's go to Mr. Uyi. Mr. William, Mr. Uyi, then Mr. Uyi. Mr. William has finished. Mr. Uyi, it's your turn. After Mr. Uyi, we go to Osa. Mr. King, please hold your question. You will come back. I'll come back to you. Then we have Mr. Bontime, Mr. Viedede. Okay, please.
Good afternoon, wherever you're watching from or you're joining from. Firstly, moderator, please. I want to beg everyone, please. We should try as much as possible to allow the moderator control the show, and this issue of always trying to gaslight the moderator, it's not because we all have our own reservations. If I'm not happy with the moderator, you are not happy with the moderator, and the other person is not happy with the moderator, the show is just going to be very, very rowdy. And this show belongs to everybody. It might favor you one day, or it might not favor you the other day, or the moderator might not be in the mood to just overlook some certain things that he thinks that is not. It might be even be fact checking as he's sitting there. So we should just try as much as possible to allow the moderator moderate the show, and I think that's it for the moderator. So for the video, I watched the 3 interviews. When Aswen, I'm not trying to hold brief for Aswen, but when Aswen said that it talked about Taylor, what he said, I don't know why we always want to ignore some statements and look at the other side of the statements. He said we have different experiences. That's what he said. We have different experiences. I'm a board. I've chaired a board, and he was a tailor. He didn't say. Is there anything wrong in saying that? Okay, what do you want him to call Adam Sushomele a lecturer? He wasn't a lecturer. He was a tailor. He just said. I was a board chairman, and this is a tailor. So we all have different experiences. So it does not mean that because he was not in Benin. Dr. Shumale didn't live in Benin. He didn't live in Edo State. Aswell Godao did not live in Edo State while he was heading a board. Didn't live in Benin while he was a tailor. So you cannot say that he's not electable. You were electable when you didn't live in Benin and you were a tailor in Kaduna, and I'm the board chairman living in Lagos. So what do you want? Are we expecting Aswell Godao to say that he's a tailor, or he's a mechanic, or he's a plumber, or he's a lecturer? As a board chairman, he has to say it as it is. And I don't understand when people try to put the record straight, they will now come out and say he's derogatory to tailors. Tailors are not. No, he didn't say that he's a common tailor as a mere tailor. He said we have our experiences. Both of us have experienced life in different ways. I have seen life from this angle. He's seen life from that angle. So if he wants to see life from the Versace angle, and Aswell would have chosen to see life from the Elon Musk level. So it's so be. Avosomole actually spoken like someone that has class. Has he really carried himself like someone that has class in this whole campaign period? That's what we should be asking ourselves. It's not about Aswell without saying that, oh, we have different experiences. He was a tailor and I was a board chairman. So if we are really sincere to ourselves, if we have to talk about the roads, I think we trashed that in this platform before. There's an embargo. The last time I checked, the embargo have not been lifted. That states can no longer rehabilitate federal roads. And the embargo was not even placed by this government. Why are we not being sincere to ourselves because of politics? And even when we are not sincere to ourselves, we don't even do it stylishly. We do it in things that are obvious. It begins to make us to make some people to like question what is our purpose. We know is in the public domain. We know when Lai Mohammed make that a press statement. The document is in the public domain. Are we still going to go back to start flogging this dead horse?
It was Fashola, not Lai Mohammed. It was Fashola.
No, Lai Mohammed made that press briefing. If you look at it, Lai Mohammed made the press. Fashola was minister for. Lai Mohammed, minister for information, gave us that information. We all know this thing is in the public domain. So which one is? Why are we now trying to now start flogging this dead horse? We've talked about this state government rehabilitating federal roads. Except the only solution that will make sense, that I will even listen to, is state constructing a fresh road. State constructing their own fresh road. That is, the state is going to replicate that Benin Auchi road to Edo State boundary. We all know the funds. We all know the amounts that will be involved in that kind of project. We all know that, and we know that it is not possible. It is not possible for states to embark on the construction of that fresh road and complete it between 8 years, while some other sectors of the state will not suffer. We know that. We all saw when they did the bypass, we knew how long it took, the compensation and everything. That bypass passed one of my own land for that place. We know the compensation, how much, even till date, federal government never even finished the compensation for that road. So all these things that we are all adults, we are all enlightened, we all know the truth, we all know these things. Are we not trying to say, oh, are we playing a kind of tribal culture politics that we see, like the one they play in America, that you see the truth and you want to shy away from the truth? Is it that we have people that will say that Joe Biden is too old and he can't even arrange his words anymore, and we now see those same kind of persons will now come and say that, oh, you are supporting Aswell Godalo, you are supporting Akpata because they can speak fluently. It's not all about speaking fluently. So there are some things that I cannot really comprehend. That is the reason why at times in the show I just want to fold my hands and see people going forth and back and forth and back, like somebody saying that a caller does not have the right to speak about a candidate in any manner. You have put yourself out to be elected. That man is a caller. He's not even a panelist. The man have the right to speak. He is not throwing a direct insult on anyone's personality. He's only speaking to what he has seen.
Oh, you get
And we
that's
start
because round up.
gaslighting and in that process gaslighting the moderator. Come on, we can do better. If we all start dragging the moderator, this show will be rowdy, not go finish. Because the day the moderator will talk about the candidate who I like, I will sit as moderator. Hey, moderator, you are siding someone. You decide person.
Drag moderator too.
So, I think that's all I have to say.
Thank you very much, Mr. Uyi. Yes, you have explained, giving us your submission again on matters. Thank you for understanding from my own end, and thank you for being a part of the Yalo said. In my own opinion, I want to respond to you a bit. 1 minute. I think, like I told before you came to the studio, I told Mr. John Bosco, I said I would use the Michelle Obama slogan of when they come low, we go high. I didn't feel comfortable. I am talking about my own opinion. I didn't feel comfortable having Mr. Asper talking about Oshomole's having a special skill. Yes. If Oshomole says he's not fit to be governor, all you have to say is how do we get governors? Is there a school do you have to attend Harvard to become a governor in a state? Or you need to know how to wear Akpata, or you need to know how to spend money?
I think that was why he used that phrase.
No. I think, yes, I know, but in a general statement, if we are now trying to put it like this man has a good side and he doesn't talk down on people. That was why some people are taking out of context that he didn't go low. To me, I felt he went low.
But Jay, if you are somebody that they keep hitting, they've been hitting this guy.
It's not
in the
about
campaign.
that. It's not even
wait, I'm coming. What I'm trying to say is that Oshomole said that the guy won. Go ahead.
We see, if you check the statement, I know we all have different capacity of spoken English. Some of us can speak very well, very, very eloquent.
Yeah.
I don't even think that some of us can even write what we speak. But the truth is that if you understand written English and grammar, you will know what he was saying. He said we have different experiences. So I don't know if you understand me. We have different experiences. I see life from this angle. You see life from that angle. There is no way.
See life from this.
There's no way we can see life from the same position. It has not stopped Oshomole from being the governor of Edo State. So if you understand that part, you should know that he's not even trying to throw a jab. He's trying to say that Oshomole, you a tailor, very good in your field, and you grew to be a governor. I am a board member. So what stopped me from being a governor?
And he made the comment on that. And he made the comment that same interview.
To have you have your own experience and you grow to the apex. So why can't I have my own experience and grow to the? Why are we trying to now say, oh, because it should not? Okay, what were we expecting him to call Oshomole?
Because it sounded. Sorry to drag you back. It sounded like this. You will senator. You issues. Okay, thank you. I can king. We know you are. You like to respond to everything, but let us go to the next man. Don't worry, we'll come to you, please. We have some people's hands up. Uyi, thank you for your submission. Next person is Osa. Osa, are you there?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear. I'm having a bit of network issue. It's raining here, but
yeah,
please,
I think mine as well.
Okay.
Yeah, so the first thing is, let me ask you a question. Have you listened to the interview?
Yes, I listened to a bit of it.
No, the particular question that was asked, that was deliberating on.
No, yes, okay. That's the Aswai Godalo. Yeah. I watched it. I watched it and I saw it.
Okay, Because I was just listening to it again. This is about the fifth time, and I'll be very honest. The lady asked that Comrade said that Aswe is not electable. He doesn't know the people. He doesn't know Edo. Aswe then responded saying, "Well, it's unfortunate that he said that Adam speaks quicker than he, speaks without even thinking of what he's saying. That he
Speaks
was in Edo for 8 years, advising him that if he didn't know what he was doing, would he keep him in Edo for 8 years? Then he now entered his own history, his own experience, and then compared with Oshomole. So I'm trying to understand how that translates to going below the belt. However, one thing I know over the past years is that APC as a political party, they are fond of crying wolf. And then when you respond to them, or whenever they now come into power, they are shambles. I'll take you far back as GEJ era. During GEJ, they went on the streets campaigning, petrol price is this, the whole issues with petrol increase in petroleum price and all of that. But what is happening today? These APC people, they have messed up the country. Coming back to Edo, they will come out and say all sorts that they want to say. But we have to be careful. These people are not who they say they are. They come with propaganda, they come with all sorts. And I don't see anything wrong in what Aswe has said. However, like he said, the criteria for contesting for governorship is not whether you are a banker or you are a tailor. If you meet the constitutional requirement, then so be it. So for him to say he's not electable, he doesn't have the experience, that's what the man was just trying to talk about. That if you say he's not electable, but you came in with your background as a tailor,
Also, are you there? Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, but you are going off. I don't know if it's from
Hello?
my end or it's from your end. I can hear you. Oscar, can you hear us?
I
Can you
think
guys
he's
hear us?
having I think he's having a network issue. He said he's
Oh,
running
yes,
on the side.
he said so.
Yeah,
He
I can
said
hear
so.
you.
Okay, so
His
wait for
internet is messed
Osa
up.
wait for Osa to return. Next, we have Mr. Bontai. Yes, Mr. Bontai, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. I'm here. Good
Yeah,
afternoon.
good day, sir. Good afternoon, sir. Yes. So give us a submission before Mr. Osa returns.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't been listening. I came in when I'm just confused to the back and forth about statements made by candidates or party stewards. Is that the main contention on how they spoke or what profession that either or all of them belong to? From one of the popular U.S. president like J. Eisenhower said one day at time, he said politics ought to be a part-time profession of every citizen who can protect the rights and privileges of the free man. So, in my own context, what we should be bothering about is what these people are saying they want to do for the state, how they are going to achieve it. Everybody can make statements or on any sector of the of governance, be it education, works, infrastructure. We all know what the reality is and what friction is. People can claim that, oh, I'm the best experience, I'm chairman of board, oh, he's a former NLC president, I've done this before, oh, I'm a senator, I own an IT firm. That is not what counts. Or you are a lawyer of renowned repute, or practicing for 30 years. How does it translate to governance? Are we asking the proper questions on governance? How it affects
the average Edo man when it comes to the benefit or dividends of governance. How are they planning to execute? I think that's where the question should really lie, because right now we are just caught up in arguments and petty talk of who is married, who is barren, who doesn't have children, who has never been married.
I'm sorry. Let me ask you one question.
Yes,
Sorry,
sir.
Robert. How do you see the capacity of Mr. Okpebholo? And how do you rate Mr. Aswan because with the CV? How do you rate both of them?
Okpebholo, for me, I'm not, like I said in my opening statement, we are all part-time politicians. Everybody can come, and Okpebholo might not be the best communicator, but I don't think he became a senator is in governance, or he got the party ticket if he was that dumb. You know what I'm saying? I think he got it on his individual merit. I've been opportune to ask him a question in one forum that I was fortunate to, I just attended because they posted in a group that I belong. I said, let me even see if this man will show up. And I asked a question along the lines of, how do you plan to engage diasporans? Being that those of us in the diaspora, if we're trying to make inroads or contribute to the development of our state. And I can tell you from his response to me, I wish I had recorded it. It wasn't, I would have given him an 8 out of a 10, the way he responded to my question, which he just simply said, there's that plans to set up a diaspora desk, that would really see how diasporans can contribute in their professional ways, or not just by remittance, or if they plan to, come in terms of security provision, in terms of easy way to doing business. He answered my question. I'm not saying it wasn't a proxy, it was him answering me directly. It was moderated by
Okay, that's good. That's
Loretta.
good. How about
So, but my take is this. Okay, go on with your question. Let me just.
Yeah, what about Aswan? Have you had the opportunity to have a contact with him? So
I've
you can
had
rate.
an encounter with Aswe. Listen, I've had an encounter with Aswe. Even in my forum, I've seen him communicate. So I'm not going to measure apples and oranges. My own take in politics is not about apples and oranges, like I mentioned. It's about my conviction that you are able to. I don't like anybody bamboozle me or throw big words around. I'm good with words too, in my own capacity. I have the power of conviction. But my thing is, am I able to translate, in reality, the facts on ground, what you're able to do? I don't like somebody telling me, oh, I've been a board chairman for 30 years. That is not what I'm asking you. If you tell me you're going to construct the Binia Ochi Road, how do you intend to source funds for it? What is the viability of your channel of the statistics that you're going to give me that will make me believe that road construction is going to be executed? Don't tell me you have a boardroom experience. I've been a project manager. That don't matter to me. All those are just, talk. Give me real data, raw data on how you are going to actualize your set objective and goals. That's what we should, the real question we should be asking. Not somebody telling us, oh, I'm able to bring. For my own recollection, many of them came to the Americas. The proper areas they should have been focusing on, they didn't focus on it. You came to America saying you want to rally support, you want to talk about developing Edo State. The major SDG, Sustainable Development Goals areas, they have 17 points Sustainable Development Goals. None of them have been able to articulate how they are even going to assess funding or finance. Everybody keep talking about IGR. Are we going to be reliant on that? the world biggest economies, they have a business plan or proposal. They owe money. People borrow money to do projects, and your ability to service those loans and borrowing that you did gives you a proper rating. I live in a country where you can operate on the credit system as long as you're able to, replenish or repay your loans or your credit line of credit that you've taken. Makes you have good credit. It doesn't mean you have to pay back all at once. You know what I'm saying? So people coming with all these bogus statements and making fictitious claims and all that don't move me a bit. So the question we should be asking them, based on their manifesto, based on all these plans that they have, how do you plan to execute? How do you plan to sustain? How do you plan to maintain as well? Those are the questions that we need to be hitting on, not who they barren, who not born, who
Okay.
don't have a wife.
Thank you so much. Before you move on, I beg, when they watch us, wanna subscribe to our YouTube channel. Wanna subscribe. Hold on, sorry. Wanna subscribe, like and follow for Facebook. Like and follow. Now leave comment, subscribe, like and follow for Twitter. Same thing. Follow us, repost, comment, and retweet. Then for Instagram, same thing. For LinkedIn, same thing. Twitch, same thing. I beg, subscribe for YouTube. Thumbs up, and we will take the show further. Sorry, Mr. Sawar, about time, and Mr. Sawar. My host, over to you so that.
Yes, thank you very much, my host. Thank you very much, Mr. Bontai. Mr. Bontai, I understand your point. Yes, like you said it. When we started the show, I think in the first early minute, I mentioned something. I said I think the media is part of the problem, and it involves us as well, because now we are all getting distracted, because the media actually engage these people in interviews, and it was during the course of the interviews that these topics that we are discussing erupted from. The Shomole discourse was an interview. The talk about the senator. The talk about the senator, where we got about the topic today, was on his interview with BBC. The response to Oshomole from elsewhere was from his interview as well. In that interview, if you watch the long term of the videos, you hear where the presenter or the interviewer actually asked a lot of questions: how they were going to have funds raised, how they were going to have it sustained. These people, honestly, they all give the same answer.
Yes,
You
Mr.
understand?
Moderator. Sorry
They all
to
give the same answer. The thing is, how can we hold them accountable when their answers become not what they give to us?
Yes, Mr. Moderator, I see somebody said the same thing too. You can make all those, okay, I plan to do this, but the way the governors are, once they get into office, shut down, the immunity power kicks in. You cannot act there, they become lord unto themselves. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Sure. I'm with you on it.
And say then it's no longer, it's until the election cycle before they now start to explain or try to mail or what we have done so far, the progress we have made. They automatically become authoritarians. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's what they automatically do. So what we should be trying to do is how to demystify that and see how we can make them, even if it's a loyalty pledge, okay, if I get in, this is what I'm going to do. I have not seen any of that happening. Even in the American political scene, they make them, make a pledge and say, okay, if I don't do, this is what I'm going to do when I get in, or this is how I'm going to do it. People can just make nuanced statement. Oh, I'm experienced. I'm the best financial broker. I can get all these funds. I know how to get it. Does that really solve our problem? What if you not get there, you don't get it?
Yes.
But
again, I understand your point very well. But now, when we can't trust life, or we can't trust, we don't understand, we have hope for the future, right? and we know we are at the point where we don't know really these candidates. We don't know only because of our spirituality or religion. We believe in the foresight of hope. Now we only hope for the best. We don't know who's going to do better than whoever, because a lot of people thought Tinubu would do better than Buhari.
Exactly.
On the hope
Buhari came
mindset.
and God. Now,
And both never had any interview. Both were
exactly.
just speeches.
Hey, no, I'm not
Not just
interviews.
even if they have even they went to Chatham, they told us in rallies and campaigns. So they are
Hold
going.
on, please.
But the truth of the matter is this: how do we navigate through in all these fake promises if they don't deliver? Because they all make this grandiose statement and say, "Oh, we're going to do this." How do we now hold them accountable if they
It's
don't?
through the ballot. It's still through the ballot.
Mr. Agbenovia, sorry, Mr. but I think Mr. Ake King wants to ask you a question.
No, wait. Before Mr. Ike King go, there's a caller. He has been waiting.
Okay.
Ike King,
Okay,
please
sorry.
be patient. Ike King has a lot of things he wants to say. But please be patient. We have Mr. Dede in the studio. We have Mr. Agbenovia. They've not said anything. But let us take from the caller. They will go back to Mr. Bontan. Bontan, 1 minute, please. Caller, please say your name and where you're calling from. Caller, please, could you speak louder? Louder, please speak louder.
Okay, good evening. My name is Engineer J.
Engineer
From Russia.
Okay, Engineer J, you're calling from Russia. Okay, thank you. Please, could you give us a submission?
So thank you, guys. I've been listening to the submission that other persons have been making. I think they have been very constructive ones that I've been listening to, especially the last caller has made his point very clear that in all fairness, with all these candidates, all of them actually be talking of what they are going to do when they get into the office and all that. So I think what we should be doing is to be asking more critical questions on how are they going to deliver on all these promises. I think in all fairness with all the candidates, I think the candidate of PDP, Dr. Aswin Hudalo, has been, in all fairness to him, I think he has been pragmatic in delivering some of the points that he has in his pathway to prosperity for all. He has been consistent, and all what he has been saying there, I think he has been able to explain how he's going to raise funds and all that. But doing it is another thing. How do we hold them accountable when they get there? I think that should be our next line of action with the electorate that will be electing them. I think for him, now that he has he calls it a social contract that he's going to have with the people, we should have that contract, keep it, so that when if he eventually becomes the governor, we'll be looking at it and be asking questions from what he stated at manifesto. That is why we want all of them to have a written contract, which is going to be binding within the people, with the masses, so that when they now get into office and they fail to deliver on their promises, we the masses should be able to point to some of these things in their contract with people, that you said you are going to do this and that in your manifesto, but it is not done. You see how Obaseki in his first tenure, in his second tenure when he was contesting, how endurance in the diaspora, everybody supported him because of his first 4 years, right? So at the end of the day, when everybody sees that he's not doing what he promised, you see how it all ended, how everybody now, starts, accusing him. You say you're going to do Gelegele support, but you don't do it. You say you are going to do this, you don't do it. It's not find it easy
Thank you very much, Mr.
I think that is what we should be doing. We should be asking more critical questions because, in all fairness to all the candidates, I think that Udalo stands out in answering all these questions and telling us what is going to do and how he's going to raise funds for some of these things that he's doing. I think we should look more
into that.
Ask more detailed questions or more critical questions when we are about to ask a question. I think that would.
Thank you very much, Dr. J. I appreciate your call. Thank you very much. We appreciate your submission. Thank you for calling all the way from Russia. And he made a point. Yes, we have to be talking about what the very important questions. Our political space, like I said, the media, we need to engage these people more. But honestly, I think all the questions have been asked. All the questions about our candidates have been asked because a lot of people want to engage them. A lot of people want to ask them impossible questions. A lot of people want to put them in difficult spots. And the truth is, everybody has got an answer to these questions. I believe they all have the same answers to the questions. I will. That's what they say. Yes, everybody. When Tinubu was asked his yes at Chatham House, he said he will. When he did a one-on-one session, he will. Buhari said he will. Everybody at Atiku, they all say they will. Now the question is, how are we going to hold them responsible or accountable for not meeting their expectations? Today, there's a topic that says, in my topic today, Tinubu says, I am ready to take hard decisions to move Nigeria forward. My president, you are not supposed to be telling us you will take hard decisions. You should be taking hard decisions now. You don't have to tell us that you are ready. That means you are not doing anything about it. These are statements, I think, on that again, I accuse the media, which we are a part of. We translate, we interpret in different ways, maybe to suit ourselves, to make us look good, to make the candidates look better, or to make us look the candidates look bad, or make us look better, or to make things look as bad as people cannot envisage, or like try to make good look or make bad look good. Because a president cannot say, I am ready to take hard decisions to move a country forward. The country is sinking. You don't start to tell us that you are ready. Just start taking the hard decisions from now. So that aside, Mr. Bontai, thank you very much for the submission. But you come again, your hand is up because let us go to Ike King. Ike King has been raising his hand. He wants to sing. Ike, you have 2 minutes because I don't know. You have been raising your hand for over 10 minutes. Please give us your submission. 2 minutes, and that's final.
First, I would like to say, if I truly want to make a submission, 2 minutes would not be enough.
Okay, but we have only 12 minutes left.
No, I want
and
to
you have said something before. There are people that haven't spoken.
Moderator, please control it. 2 minutes is 2 minutes. Let him give his first name and let him. 2 minutes is 2 minutes. Control it, please.
Excuse me, sir. I want to respond to Uyi and Williams. You understand? Because when I wanted to respond, you asked me to wait. And
yes, others have to speak.
Just keep going.
Others have to speak, but just make it snappy.
I will crave your indulgence that the time stipulated to me would
okay, then make it snappy. Let us try to just make it snappy.
But however, I will try as much as I can to be very brief and quick.
Yes, please.
Now, responding to Mr. Williams started his analysis by saying that the question that was asked to Aswe Udalo by the person who interviewed them at BBC was that Oshomole claim is not electable, which is not true. I want to debunk it now because the video is in the public space. The lady only asked that Senator Oshomole is saying that you are not close to the Edo people. You don't have a synergy with the Edo people. What is your response to that? Instead of Aswe Udalo to tell us how close he is to the people, he diverted by attacking the personality of Oshomole, using Taylor and being a board member as a case study. What does being a board member and being a Taylor translate to your relationship with the Edo people? They say the Edo people, you don't know the Edo people, you don't speak the language, but nobody is talking about that one. But they are trying to paint a narrative. You know, one of the problems I have with PDP supporters is that many at times they are claiming to be very intelligent,
Stop making this thing about you versus us.
Excuse me,
That's
let me
it.
finish
Stop
my
making
point.
it about you versus
Everybody were
us.
speaking just now. I kept
Because
quiet.
if you start responding, I will respond, you will respond, we will not live here.
Oh,
Stop
God,
making it
let me
about you and
finish my
us.
point. When you were
Stop
talking,
making it
I
about
kept
that.
quiet. Okay?
Because I will still respond too.
Let me
I think,
finish.
if I may ask,
Everybody will
respect 2
respond.
minutes. Just make.
Look, now let me tell you, with all due
Yeah,
respect
host,
and with all
your mic
sincerity,
is
yeah?
mute. Host, your mic is mute. Host, your mic is mute. Nobody can
Please
hear you.
get to your point. Get to your point. Forget about PDP thinks about you or you think about
And we're
PDP.
not talking about PDP and APC here.
Your
What is
romance
going on?
with
You see, one of
Sunday.
the reasons why, excuse me,
Just
sir. Let
get to your point.
me, excuse me, sir. Let me state it clear. Let me state it very clear. If you don't want me to come on this platform, I will stay away from it. We are
This is the
talking politics
gaslighting
here.
I'm talking
Don't
about.
make
Excuse
it,
When
me,
you are
don't
it is
make
not
it
threatening me,
about
gaslighting.
that.
I
Not
don't
actually,
you're
like
not
it
a
when
threaten
I am
anybody
trying to
here.
make
you
a
are
point.
threatening
Make
me.
your
Someone
point.
is
Stop
Hold on.
interjecting
making
me.
threats.
Everybody were speaking. I was patient enough to wait
Then
until I'm
talk.
called
Keep
upon, and
My
talking.
friend,
somebody
this
is
is not your
trying to
platform.
make
This
me
is not
not
your
to make my
platform.
point.
Don't come
Who
and
Ike,
does
yell
Why are
at
you
that?
Ike,
threatening everybody?
Ike, look at what you are doing.
No,
You
sir.
have been giving,
Please, this is
the
not the
floor
first
and you are
time this
going
thing
and
is
you want
happening
You
to
in
don't
this
need
bring
to
the
platform,
talk.
and
person.
I
You
will
dey
not
beat
take it.
around the bush.
Then get to
This
your
you
point.
cannot say I'm beating around the bush. You have to listen to what I have to
Who
say.
says you are beating about the
While you
bush?
were speaking, did I say you
Get
were beating
to your
around the bush?
point. Get to your point. Nobody says you are
Hold
beating about the bush.
Oga,
host,
I need
I
to
beg.
make my
Wait.
analysis to drive home my
I
point.
It's
hold.
not your
I
show. It's
hold.
not your show.
You cannot, you see,
Wait.
It's
Wait.
not
Hold on.
about
Host.
whether it's
Hold.
my show or
Hold on.
not.
Hold.
You
Hold
see,
on.
we must learn to
Hold
respect
on.
one another in
Hold
this
on.
platform. I don't like it when
Hold
people
on.
try to step on my on my conversation
Hold
or
on.
something.
Hold on. I beg, host, hold on. Everybody, hold on. Anybody will get off his mic here, we all friends. I will drop you. No hard feelings. You can stop being my friend, or you want to stop. Or you want to spoil the show. This show, our show, and nobody get right over anybody here for this show. Let the young man make his statement. Then cut him after that. See my host, they try control the floor. Everybody talk over each other. Adults, please let the young man speak. Then you cut him later. Now, please make your submission of time. We only have 10 minutes left, so that we leave here. Unmute and go on.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And again, he made a fallacious statement saying that the federal government is still trying to settle up the debt from which Oshiomhole used in maintaining some federal road in Edo State, which is not true. But nobody is talking about that. We cannot come on a media platform like this to state things that are not factual. Okay? Now, when Uyi was talking, Uyi was trying to paint a narrative saying that there is nothing
Sorry,
wrong.
don't call anybody's name. If you call anybody's name, they will come after you, and you know we cannot stop them. So just make your submission, make your
I'm
point,
sorry
and let's
for
go.
calling somebody's name. But see, the idea of people trying to paint another narrative out of what Aswe Godalo said concerning his relationship with Edo people. That is my point in this conversation. He was asked his relationship with Edo people. He could not give an answer to it. He went ahead to start attacking the personality of Oshiomhole. Now, I want to make it clear in this platform. Aswe Godalo has been talking. People say he goes for interview, he's been talking here and there. Personally, I've been trying to listen to him, but I've not been able to pick anything from what he has been saying. But we have a candidate of the APC, which is Senator Okpebholo, who have told Edo people he has a simple 5-point agenda to make sure that Edo State is repositioned to what it should be. And those 5-point agenda are very easy, articulative, and understandable, even by the blind.
You have 30 seconds more to round up,
Which
please.
are healthcare, security, infrastructure, education, and job creation. In that job creation, agric is a main focus. Bringing technology into the agric sector in Edo. But nobody is talking about that. But people keep coming on media to say the man is daft. It does not know what to do and what have you.
Hold on. Thank you for your submission. We'll not get much time for allowing me to talk. She said my husband give you the time to give your submission. And sorry, say if anybody tell you make you go your show, nobody get the right to tell anybody to go on that show. At least you are a guest, like other people here. Our family show for everybody. Nobody get power person. Not even me. See me, they drop me since me will be host. They drop me come for the show. Meaning we all blood, we are all related. Not matter what anybody talk, it's just normal talk. We all one on together. Sorry for that. And please, people for the show, now need the APC with the we will not drive and come out now. How will they get balance out? I beg now. Just let the young man talk. Now, our younger brother. Yeah? I beg. Host, I beg. Over to you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Upper Reporters and IK. Good. Okay, you have done your submission. And so I got to realize, yes, you gave your submission. I appreciate it. You started campaigning. Well, let what I try to do, let us hit our point on the topic. Fine, you have given us what people are bringing out the weevil from the beans. If a man has this interview and he says all the good things, it's only normal that the people will pick the little bad things that he has said. So that is politics. We should not blame anything. He has said he will do agriculture, fine. But those points were brought out from his statement. In the whole statement, Asma Godalo said, they brought out calling Oshiomhole a tailor in everything that he has said. So that is normal from it. I thought your submission, you wanted to give us something heavy. Instead, you are getting agitated. What are you getting agitated for? What, you want to beat us? Will they fear you? We don't fear anybody. So we are all friends. We are all brothers. This is politics. Those guys, I always say it every day, those guys are friends. We are friends. So let's keep our friendship and keep what we are doing well moving. This is your house. It is your show. I watch your show sometimes too. It's because I don't come out to say I'm the moderator from there. I come to do gragra there. I watch it. I do it all the time too. So it is your show as well. The day that I might not be available, you might be the moderator. Elections will come and go, but we will remain here. That's my own submission on it. So please take it easy. It is not we versus us. No, all of us, we are Edo people. If Oshiomhole comes to this show now, he will bamboozle all of us and we'll start calling him comrade, because these guys are smart. Like Mr. Bontai said, we should look for how to hold them by the balls so they can take us serious. They won't take us serious if they watch this show and we act us, we are fighting at each other. It wouldn't make any sense. They'll be like, yes, I have my voice on the platform attacking themselves. Let us remain in power. Then lastly, I want to say something. The last caller made a statement. He said, how can we hold them accountable according to as Mr. Bontai has drawn out? What if these candidates write an agreement? Whoever wins, if you don't fulfill your promises within the first 4 years, do not come back for a second term. Is that not a great way to hold these men to their toes so they can meet up to their promises? Because we keep asking, how can we get accountability? How can we get? We cannot get it. When we have a president that's saying he would make hard decisions. A president is telling us that he will take hard decisions. When is he going to take it? After 4 years? Or trying to tell us that the previous government squandered everything. According to, they'll say he made an empty treasury. How are we going to, that is what we should be doing. Probably candidates should write agreements with party, with the people. If you don't meet 60% of your promises on your first 4 years, you should not hold another political position in your country. We are 280 million people, or we are 200 million people. 8 years is too much for one person to waste. So we should be thinking of a way to hold these people by the jugular, not coming to fight ourselves over some greedy men. No. We are together in this. Edo State belongs to. If I leave today, I stop doing this. IK King, your show might be the next show all of us will go to. Whereas it will go to our shows. So that is it. We are united. And we should keep the unity strong. Please. Mr. Bontai, you have your hands up. Let us wrap it up. Give us, are you there, Mr. Bontai?
Yes. Yes, I just want to say something very briefly. I'm so sorry. I think the focus is too much on candidate or individual. If anybody feels a candidate is not up to par, like Obama said, don't boo, vote. If you have people, mobilize your people to go and vote who you have conviction for. Instead of always criticizing, condemning, before you know it, the person who you say you know like now go win. So if you don't like somebody's resume or outlook or intent or intentions, try to galvanize people to vote for who you like. Instead of more just they argue over this matter over and over again. Focus on that. Don't boo, vote. Me, I'm here. I cannot vote, but I know I can still talk to people and tell them back home, like, this is my preferred candidate. This is why it's my preferred candidate. I like, to get my people to vote for him. That's how it works. Because all this, we spend too much time on worrying about a candidate. If you don't like a candidate, choose the candidate and pitch your tent behind that candidate, and convince people on why they should vote for that candidate. Rather than all this talk and criticism, we can result to anger and use of harsh words. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bontai. We have two people in the studio that have not made a statement today. Nicholas Gbenovia and Mr. Aviedede. Mr. Aviedede, are you there? Mr. Aviedede, are you there? Okay. Mr. Nicholas Gbenovia, are you
He's
there?
not there. I
I'm
just came
here.
up.
I'm here.
Network has been bad.
Okay, Mr.
Mr.
Aviedede, he's here.
Wait.
I'm here. Good evening. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Okay, you want to speak first?
My network is bad.
Okay, no problem. Go on.
This network has been bad. This is a situation report. Let's get it right. Going round, everybody knows that my candidate is Aswe Godalo. But the situation report of the political climate in Edo State currently is distraction and distorted. Instead of we campaigning or talking about policies and manifesto what the candidates want to do, we talk about the political party. So when you go on the street campaigning, you are campaigning APC did this, PDP did that. That's what is on ground, and it's very disheartening that you go and campaign instead of you selling candidates and what they want to do. We continue to sell party. And for me, I'm disappointed. Let me say the least, because no party have actually done anything. But we have candidates who have passion, who we have seen that he has a party to do it. I think that's a very good grant. We can do our campaign. But no, you see people on the street leaving their job. All they go around talking about is party. APC have spread the country. That's why we are voting PDP. So does it mean that that's all the candidate can offer? That's one. That's one thing I found on the street. And the second thing is the youth are siding. That means they side Aswen is better.
Network. Nigeria.
Are you there?
Nigeria network. Are you there? Can you hear us?
Maybe maybe when it's on it, maybe if a call is coming in, it distorts it. Distort the. Okay, I think we have lost him. Okay, are you? Can you? We have lost him for a minute. Okay,
Can you hear me?
Okay, yes, we can hear you now. We can hear you now. We can hear you now.
Okay. The issue is actually very, very disheartening that we people, instead of talking about the manifesto or what the candidate will do, they keep on talking about the party who have spread the country. And I see no difference in all this party. I'm trying to tell them it's not about party. We are talking of Aswan being a better candidate who we think has empathy and can deliver on the manifesto he has released. So if we continue to talk about party, if we are going to vote by party, no party is actually the best. So, but the candidates have shown that they have character. So campaign on the basis that Aswen has shown that he can deliver. That's one other thing that is on ground. And another thing is we need the youth. We need to be talking about what the candidate have promised to do, so that when they finally get to the office, we can ask them question on what he has said or what he has written down. And we have seen that all the candidates have told us what they want to do. I think that's the basis for campaign, and that's how we can be able to hold them accountable. Because after they win, it will not be fair that the youth will continue to see divide on APC and PDP and Labour platform when we already have governor. But if we can set our focus on learning, on understanding their manifesto, we can call even if it's Aswen that won. If he's not doing according to the manifesto, we will have right to go and ask him that this is what you said in your manifesto, this is what you promised, and why are we not seeing that? I think that is another thing we are trying to do of the policies, the job that the governor promised that is going to do. Because they are advocating that no political party is the best and no political party is the worst. Even if you look at all the candidates, no one is actually worst, no one is actually best. They are all of the same character. But they are trying to distract us from we understanding what they will do. That is what I see there. APC will come and say this about PDP. PDP will come and say this about APC. All of them is just a shadow. They are trying to paint a wall for us so that we, that the masses, cannot see through to what they are about to do. So that when you enter, we continue to battle about APC, PDP instead of asking the governor, what are you doing with our money? Like currently what is happening. Things are happening now. Nobody is asking governor what he's doing. They are supplying transformers. They are who make the provision, who make the budget, who supply money. How do we get what this budget went through? When did they sit on it with the floor and deliberate on supplying transformers that it was approved? But we're happy that the transformer is here. Who knows how the transformer came? That's a real problem in governance that we are trying to, like what I'm saying, I'm telling you what is on ground because I'm currently on ground, that this is what is happening. And we don't want to repeat it on ground to continue. We want to have a fresh start of governance that the masses will continue to ask for and demand for good governance from whoever wins. I'm not about whoever wins. I want my candidate to win, which is Aswen. But if he did not, whoever is there, I will also ask, because I'm studying everybody's manifesto. I'm talking about whatever they said they want to do. I will ask them, what are you doing concerning this that you said? If Aswen win, I have said it on my own platform that if Aswen win and it fails us, is what court that we are going to go to settle the grievances, because you cannot be learning and then you come instead of you doing differently, you still return us back. We will not take that. I think the youth should understand the position of this critical time, that we are not only going to continue on party level.
Our round up, please, in 30 seconds.
We are all going to continue to demand for good governance, whoever won, because it's majority election. Whoever has the majority wins. It's not about you are good or you can pay better. If you win, you are now a governor of Edo, and everybody must.
So Sawaru, round up, please. Your network. Okay, round up. 30 seconds. I'll move to somebody else. Did you hear us? Anybody able to hear me?
Yes, I can
Yes,
hear you.
I'm
We are
hearing
hearing
you.
all of you.
Okay, so
Yes, we
please
are
round up.
hearing you.
So,
Mo-
thank you for your submission. Thank you for your lengthy submission. We understand you are on ground, so you'll be giving us feedback. I don't know if you are going to be on
I've
ground
heard
till
of. Thank
yes. I don't know if you are going to be on
you
ground
very much.
until after the
That,
elections, or you are going to. Are you going to be around for the elections, Mr. Sawaru? Can you hear me?
Yeah, network problem. But yes, it's going to be on ground on the election
Okay,
because he
it's
was
okay. It's okay.
chatting
He
on
has
If
to
you are
background.
deliver. He has
going
to
to be
deliver
on
Astro
ground,
before he comes back.
hopefully with you.
I think my host mic is through. I think
Hopefully to
Mr.
go
Obidi
and
did
vote.
business. My host, your network and you rain, yeah?
Yes. Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Can you
yeah.
hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. I wanted to ask if he will be on ground until elections or the
Yeah, he will,
elections.
he will, he will. That's what he said.
Okay. So I wanted to say because these people again we have to network, we have to meet. I would say I might be going to as well for the elections, and I would like to because he's on ground because election time is always interesting to be on ground and to give personal information. I might. I just said I might. If I go, I might want to meet up with him so that we can, myself and others are on ground so that we can meet up and have proper deliberations. The next person on we are about to round up. We have hit our 2 hour 3 minutes is 3 minutes is the time for submissions, but we know we engage and we engage and engage. Mr. Uyi, you'll be the last. Please give us your submission and the reason why your hand is up so we can end the show.
You reached Mr. Vididi, sorry, before you don't call Mr. Vididi and Mr. Nicholas Ignovia, or you skip them?
Yeah, I'm there. I'm here.
He respond.
Maybe
Okay.
I respond.
Hold
Mr.
on.
Igunobia said he want to speak first. I say, okay, no problem. Say because he have a network problem. That's why I allow him to speak.
Okay, I thought that you yielded for him. Okay, Mr. Ignovia,
Let me just
the
brief.
2 minutes, I beg.
I might not take much time. Yeah. Good evening, everybody. Thank you for your good work. Yeah. From my submission is not that too a big issue, but what I'm saying is that just as we are all started supporting our candidate, in case of interviews like the BBC interview they asked, I think is good you probably listen properly so that you understand what the person is coming from and what he was saying, because some of the argument we're posing that instead of Shumole said Aswen is not electable, Aswen replied by saying, trying to clarify that this is my specialty and this is Oshumole's specialty, so we're all qualified to be governor. And the other way, I think one of our brother there too was saying, he mentioned that he said it's not close to the people. I don't know how you want someone to be close to the people, somebody that was advising the government of the same Oshomole and has been on ground supporting the current government by way of advice as well. It doesn't mean if for example, that those of us in the diaspora, if tomorrow one of us said, okay, I want to contest election, someone would say, okay, you're not close to the people because you don't reside there. I don't probably would be a question that we need to really ponder over. You don't need to stay with the people to really understand what the people need in Nigeria today because of the peculiarity of things that is happening there. What we should be praying for is that God should actually give us the one that has the will of the people. That's what we need. Everybody can always come and say, "This, I will do this, I will do that. I will do this, I will do that." Even what they know they cannot do. Most times that's what politicians say. But we have to pray to who actually have the political will to do the right thing. That's what matters.
Okay. Thank you. Where did they? You did there?
Yes,
Just give you for 1 minute, make my host round up. No verse.
Okay, thank you very much. Let me just quickly talk about the BBC interview because I watched the both video. You know, when you talk about the one of Okpebholo, I think people are saying they are all different part of it. You understand? Because the whole interview for me, it was a really mess up. Someone said that both of them answered the same question the same way. I disagree with that. You understand? Somebody said, yeah, that see the one that Aisha Yusufu is sharing. And some people are sharing the one that he said they want to dupe the federal government. The one me I picked personally, when he said that from Okpebholo to Benin is 6 days to 5 days. So I keep on asking myself, how many hours from Benin to Lagos? So that's for that. Then for Asma Igodalo, if you watch carefully, the lady first asked, he said, Adasosomole, you said that you are not qualified to be governor, you are not, you don't have the capacity. He said to the lady, well, he don't even want to go directly to throw jab to Oshiomhole. He said to the lady that I was in Oshiomhole government as an advisor for 8 years. So if I have the capacity to do that, why can't I be governor? So the lady now asked again, say that what about the one where he say you are not electable? That's where he said that. How can he say that I'm not electable? He is a tailor. He became governor. And me, I am a board chairman. He said, I don't want to join issue with him. He said he mentioned that. So he said, me, I'm the board chairman that employs so many people. So why would he say that I'm not qualified to be governor? And let me respond to what the other person said that you said someone is a tailor and you work for him as an advisor. Oh, Dr. Shomole said it, this is my last one. He said it during 2016 for the grand finale of Obaseki to become governor. He said that when he assumed office as a governor, he was confused. Everywhere was messed up, according to him. He don't even know where to start. That is how invited Godwin Obaseki and his friend to come and advise him on how to go about the government. And they did the best without collecting 1 naira. So before people are talking, you have to go back. You think of what the person that is talking, what has he said before? What is the reason why is he not saying this? You
we need to round
understand?
up now. I beg.
So
We don't get time.
that's
Sorry.
just my. You said 1 minute. It's okay. That I just want to put some correction into that.
Thank you, Novice. I beg next time you will speak for more because this topic is just taking our time too much.
No problem.
But my host, back to you.
So now you call me today.
You.
One Piece and J.
You will put back. You will put
shirt for this matter. No wahala. No wahala.
You will put me for backstage.
Jay, you're laughing. Okay.
Mona, give him 2 minutes now.
My host,
we'll
go ahead. Over to you.
No, we'll close. No wahala. I just the joke.
Mr. Bosco, thank you very much. You were the first person to come into the studio. You were with us, so we know.
I know. We're having a civil conversation. We're having a civil conversation.
I know, my brother. Yes, we have meet our 2 hours. I want us to stay here for hours to deliberate on these issues, but the only thing is, if we have so much time, people don't go to watch after the program because it becomes too long. So please, guys, understand. What we'll try to do, we'll try to add another day to the list. Maybe we'll make it 3 times a week so that everybody we can have shorter conversations and more days to deliberate. But again, I want to appreciate everybody for coming today, for giving us the submission, for understanding, for being with us. Yes, I said it and I will say it again. This upper reporters is for upper boys. When I mean upper boys, every part of Edo State, from Upper Siloko to Upper Sakomba to Upper Giso to Upper. We are not just. It's not just round Benin, but from Apuze, Esako, Ekpoma, Uromi, Ubiaja. It is for everybody. So when we come here, we all don't have to agree to one point or agree to a candidate or a belief or a constitution. But we are all here for Edo. We are all here for one reason, and that is Edo. You don't have to be Edo to be for Edo. We are here for the best state in the country. So please, guys, understand. Mr. Mori, you have your hands up. Yes, Mr. Mori, I can see you. We are rounding up. What do you have anything to say? Mr. Mori, okay, 1 minute. Okay, yes. 1 minute. I'm going to give it to you. Okay, 1 minute. Go ahead.
Yeah, please, to make our voice go further, please subscribe before you leave. Like the show, it will make YouTube to know that what we are saying here makes sense to our audience, and it will make the message to go viral. And having said that, for those that are trying to or pretend to defend Oshiomhole should know that he doesn't have monopoly of sarcastic utterances. The only reason why we still have some modicum of peace in that election is because of the gentleman nature of Asren Godalu. If we have somebody that will give it to Oshiomhole back to back, he cannot continue to brutalize and scandalize people, thinking that he has monopoly of bad words. That was what he did to Uzeyamu. Till tomorrow, Uzeyamu is beyond political redemption. Now he wants to try to be a complete gentleman, a professional. He's happy that he's not dealing with somebody like me. Who is Oshiomhole? Who was he? These are the same people that came to raise money from nowhere for him. If he, Oshiomhole, from nowhere, from a poor background, can become a tailor, can become a governor, asking a professional like Godalo, he's not electable. Hey, politics is a funny place to be. Hey, go to places and go to artists. If me, so how much you give, how much is inflation? Those that have should be grateful. Should be grateful. Who is Oshiomhole to be scandalizing everybody? It's very funny. If not for politics, why will you put Oshiomhole side by side with Asren Godalu? What do they have in common? The same people that said we had no money. I'm part of the fundraising. The first money we raised for Oshiomhole, it was Obaseki and this same Godalu that raised that took the message of Oshiomhole to Edo. We wanted the voice when PDP was doing us shaking in Edo. We wanted a voice, and we found that voice in Oshiomhole. And he had it not even a house. The first house he stayed in Benin, we rented it for him. And the same people that raised money for you are helping to build your government. Today they are saying they are not electable. Man, politics is a funny place. I rest my case.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Mr. Mori, is this how you talk generally, or when you are just getting angry about something?
Off the mic.
It's annoying. It's annoying to see people that you see. If not for people like Obaseki and Oshiomhole, where will he even have the money to face PDP? He came at a point when the fear of PDP was the beginning of wisdom. PDP sent us to the detention. PDP almost eliminated all of us. We were few. We were vocal. But we didn't have the power enough to go to the extent we wanted to go to. Little did you know that we were building a bigger monster, more than the PDP wanted to change. But someone is coming to scandalize somebody like Oshiomhole. He's happy that Asren Godalu is a gentleman. Who is he? Who is Oshiomhole?
Okay.
Nonsense.
Sorry,
thank you very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate everything. I appreciate all the submissions. Regardless, we are all one in it. Yes, like I said, the major aim is Edo. The major aim is Nigeria. The major aim is for our homes, our villages to be the safest place, most conducive environment for the best. We hope. We believe in a supernatural being. We believe in God, and we don't think like that. Our candidate might not be the best, so we hope for God to give us the best. If not our candidate, then whoever is having a best candidate, let God put that person there so that Edo can get to the next level, can get to a better place, can be one of the best states, or be as comfortable and as interesting as it used to be in the 80s and 90s, with super security, connection, everything on top notch. Anyways, like I always do, I give my proverb. My African proverb for today says, a child who asks questions does not become a fool. This means if a person has the desire to learn and ask or learn myself as a case study. I use myself as a case study. When I ask you questions, I'm not trying to put you on the hot spot. I'm trying to educate myself so that the way you say it, sometimes I go fact check it to make sure correct. This keeps me knowledgeable. It gives me a form of learning, and that helps me going forward. Anyways, I appreciate the gentlemen, the great gentlemen that have come to the studio today. I appreciate it. Mr. King, IK News, please always share your update so that when we come here, we discuss politics. When it's time for you to have yours, we can go again in mass. I will support you there at your program. Like I said, what is good for you? If I know it's good for you, it will be good for us. If it's good for us, it will be good for you. So, and we are all together in this. Thank you very much, Upper Reporters. Thank you to all the people in social media platform, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I appreciate all the comments. I said it some time ago. I'm not saying too much. The comments on YouTube and Facebook, over time, we'll be reading them. So we acknowledge those people as well so they don't feel left out of the show. Not everybody can be in the studio. Some people are out there giving submissions as well. We'll create time to read those comments out so that the world can hear, just like people coming in. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, the great Nigerian people. We love you all. As it is, enjoy your weekend in Tinubu's voice.
Thank you very much.
Have a great one. See you all. Let us
Are we going to be offline?
We'll see you on Monday. Keep a date. Please, we want the complete house to be here on Monday. Create your schedule. I know it is tight, it's busy for people in different places. Create your schedule. See you on Monday. There's a hot topic that I just saw, but I'll see you guys on Monday. Have a good one.